We are here live from Disney World for the 19th annual Disney Dreamers Academy. And hanging out with me are some of the super content creators. And I'm here with Nia Sue and Mr. Tony Weaver Jr. That's right, we want your dad to know he's a senior, huh? So now, Nia, you started in entertainment at a very young age, and you have worked in multiple roles as a creator, an author, and an advocate. So how has social media changed your career so far?
Oh, it's changed my life in so many different ways.
Really?
Yes. I first started social media at like 11 years old because I was on a reality TV show. And then on this reality TV show, I felt like my truth wasn't always told. So social media was a way for me to connect with people. At first, it started out as just for friends and family to keep up with people, but then it turned into something so much more. I gained a community. I started showing people my personality, my truth, who I really was as a person, and it just bloomed into this beautiful community where I get to share my life now, and it's been so awesome, and I'm so blessed.
Beautiful. So Tony, now you teach self-love and creativity. So how have your experiences being a part of the Disney, the Power of Joy creator community shaped your storytelling and connected you to the culture?
Well, I think self-love is something that's really important for people to have, and the key way that we can find self-love is through joy. So being a Power of Joy creator, being able to work with a company like Disney that's prioritizing people finding that happiness has offered me opportunities to enter doors that I wouldn't have been able to before. I wrote a book called Weirdo that I call the Nerdy Kids Instruction Manual for Self-Love and Self-Confidence. I've taken it around the country, helping kids establish really healthy self-esteem, and some of those doors have specifically opened because I am a Power of Joy creator. So by being in community in programs like this, I'm able to create a lot more positive impact.
Well, that is beautiful. And I'm still searching for self-love. I'm going to get it eventually. You need to have it for adults too, not just kids. So, yes. So, Nia, now you have over 15 million followers. So how do you stay authentic while managing such a large audience?
Well, I think that I've built my platform on being authentic. I wanted to share more of myself, more of my personality, what I do, what I stand for. And I think part of the reason why I'm able to remain authentic is because I have people looking up to me, I meet people every day who say that I inspire them. I have mothers coming up to me saying that I'm a good role model for their children. So that's what honestly keeps me motivated to keep being myself and staying true to myself, because I know I have a responsibility to give back to these kids and show them that they can be themselves and still be successful and happy and do all the things. They don't have to change for anyone.
And we need more authentic people. I mean, I work with a lot of people that's not as authentic as I am, but it's always almost sitting to be a little problem. But I'm like, I'm sorry, this is what it is. I'm being me and you be you.
Exactly. You don't ever want to be taken out of your character. It will take you so much further too.
Exactly. And it might cut a lot of friends out, but hey, that's what it is.
That's how it is at the end of the day. You got to stay true to yourself.
That's right. So Tony, now your nonprofit has over 1 million students with literacy and mental health tools. Now, so how can content creators make a real impact beyond social media?
So when I started posting on social media, the promise that I made to myself was that I wouldn't speak unless I believed what I was saying and unless I believed that it was something that was worth saying. And I post every day. So as you can imagine, there are a lot of things that I end up navigating and thinking about. For me, literacy, helping kids with their self-esteem, and especially their reading and finding themselves through stories is something that everybody needs. Literacy rates are really low right now. So content creators that want to stand for something, I think they need to look at their own personal lives and their personal experiences and figure out what was helpful for them. I struggled with my mental health a lot when I was younger, and stories are what saved me. So that's how I know to use stories to help other people. I think for all of us, we have something that's been transformative for us. And if you want to be a content creator, that's a great place to look and start.
So how do you feel about society not putting a lot of focus on mental health? Now, mental health is the thing now. At one point, nobody wanted to talk about mental health. Now, everybody's talking about mental health.
Everybody's talking about mental health, but I don't always think they're talking about it in the right way. Sometimes people bring up mental health for brownie points or to feel like they're being nice, but they're ignoring the research about what kids need. You say to a child, be yourself, but you never give that child the opportunity to discover who they are. You say, be you, be open, be free. But the moment I'm wearing something you don't like, or I'm talking at a time when you don't want me to talk, or I'm saying something you don't want me to say, suddenly all of that stuff goes out of the window. So I think we're very much at the beginning of the conversation. But what's really important is you have to be courageous enough to let young people be themselves, give them that agency.
I think it's called selective mental health.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's what it is, honey. Yeah. So Nia, now the Disney The Power of Joy creative community focuses on highlighting joyful experiences and community building. So what are some of the creative connections you've made here and what they mean to you?
Oh, well, Jasmine was saying earlier how this is a family, and I totally agree. This has been a beautiful family that I get to be a part of. And I'm so grateful to be part of this community because now I have so many friends that I have all across the country that I can call on, that we comment on each other's posts, we lift each other up. It's a support system. So to be a part of that family is really important to me because community is everything. You have to lean on each other. That's how we keep going. That's how we get ahead. And so yeah, being there for people and in that support means everything.
So Tony Jr., for young creators building confidence, how can embracing your inner widow actually become your superpower?
What I say is that the things that make you weird are what make you powerful. When you look at a room full of people, there's something that you have that none of those people have. So if you want to make an impact on the world, why not start with the thing that you do differently from everybody else? We kind of put this illusion of normal over people. Everybody wants to be normal, but I don't actually think normal exists. I think by leaning into the things that make us uniquely different, we can find joy for ourselves, but also opportunities to improve the world in our own unique and specific ways. And that's always the advice I give people. The things that make you weird are little breadcrumbs and hints on the treasure map to your self-love and self-actualization.
Do you think everybody have a little weirdo in them?
I think they do. And so my cape is an external cape. I think everyone has a cape, okay? Everyone has one, okay? So for example, for Dimitri, his cape is his glasses. If you look at his frames, he's always got something going on. For Jasmine, she's got a lot of different things happening, but I think Jasmine, I'm always looking at her shoes, her lemon pepper steppers, as we like to call them. Jasmine's got a cape too. I think everybody has a different cape, and you got to put that on. You got to rock that, or else how are your people going to find you?
Yeah, because I work with some weirdos too, and I mean, they just hadn't found out yet. There you go, right there. Look over there.
I got to put that cape on.
That's right. Wear that cape Monday morning, Ricky. So, Nia, what advice would you give young dreamers who want to build on authentic, or at least build an authentic brand?
Ooh, well, always stay true to yourself. Don't just try and do a trend just to do the trend, or don't be taken out of your character because at the end of the day, it's really hard to keep that up, and you can't keep that up. So being yourself at the end of the day will take you so much further, and it's also so much more rewarding. And it doesn't matter how many likes or reposts you get, because at the end of the day, like, if you stay true to yourself, you're golden.
That's right. And my final question, Tony, what advice would you give to young storytellers who want to turn their creativity into books, comics, or media projects?
So as an author, the thing that I always tell people is that before you start writing a book, you need to think about what you want to say. What is the thing that you want to put into the world? What's the point of view, the idea, the viewpoint, or the philosophy that you feel like people are fundamentally misunderstanding or ignoring? And once you have an understanding of what that thing is, that's where the story comes from. I wrote my book Weirdo because I didn't feel like people were taking mental health seriously. People would write books about mental health, and it would be like, 90% of the book is just looking at all the different ways that a kid can be bullied and feel sad. And then on the last page, they'd be like, but remember, kids, it gets better. How? I don't know, but thank you for buying my book. And that was like the end of the thing. And as a kid, I would read that and go, well, that doesn't help me at all. I'm already sad. I know how to be sad, but I don't know is like how to be happy. How do I improve? How do I get better? And that point of view is what drove me while I was writing Weirdo. So I think if you stick to your point of view, that'll light the path for the story that you're meant to tell.
Y'all heard it here. I want to. Oh, jeez, I'm choking.
You good? You good? You got choked up. It was so good. Such a great answer.
I'm a weirdo. I want to thank you all both, honey, for the hard work that you do, honey. And we are here live from the Disney Dreamers Academy. So let everyone know how they can follow each and every one of you. Give it up for Tony and give it up for Nia, and tell us how they can follow you.
I'm Tony Weaver Jr. on all platforms. If you don't put the junior, my dad will show up, and I'm much cooler, so put the junior.
At Nia Sue everywhere.
Thank both of y'all for stopping by. You were beautiful. Yes.